We are going to get to tonight's game, but first, obviously, the latest situation involving Jon Gruden, which he was forced to resign as Raiders head coach on Monday following the latest uncovering of emails he sent over a 7-year span, which contained racist, misogynistic, and homophobic language. And so, Jay, it's been a wild 72 hours for the entire NFL, specifically for the Raiders. We know what's happened publicly. What's gone on behind the scene with that team?
Well, let's take you first on Monday when the news of this broke. The players in there, they found out the way everybody else did, actually through social media. Then the first call they got was from Rich Bisaccia, who's their new interim head coach. Then on Wednesday, when the players finally got in the locker room. Now, I know that Mark Davis, the owner, has not spoken publicly. However, I am told that he was the first one to talk to the entire team. And he told those players and coaches in there about inclusion, how his father, Al Davis, again, he had the first Hispanic quarterback to go #1 and win a Super Bowl in Jim Plunkett. Also, Tom Flores, first Hispanic head coach. Art Shell, first African-American coach in modern history, and on and on and on. And Mark Davis said, I also believe in the same way my father did, the Raiders are a team of inclusion. And Mike Mayock, their general manager, he got up and spoke to them, said, look, we all know that you all have to process this differently. And finally, head coach Rich Bisaccia, he spoke to the team and said, guys, I know there's a lot to go through here, but we also have to now shift gears. We still have a game to prepare for this weekend against the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, you know, Jay, this is just tragic. Are we ever going to get past this? It just seems like you take one step forward and 2 steps back. You look at the players. Let's just think about the players for a second. Much has already been made about the resignation of Jon Gruden. The players, major distraction. I'm talking a major distraction. Don't think it isn't. This is a team 2 weeks ago, Mark and Jay, Kurt. We were all saying, whew, this is a brand new football team. Man, these Raiders are good. And now we're wondering what's going to happen. What is next? It'll take the leaders. It'll take Mike Mayock, the general manager, to go in and get this thing straightened out. It'll take Derek Carr, the quarterback. The leaders are going to have to step up. But I can tell you this. This is a distraction. It's going to hurt this football, desperately over the next few weeks.
Well, it's well said by you guys, and I echo those sentiments, and not to dismiss or minimize what's transpired. But these guys got a job to do now. The big word for them is, how can we compartmentalize this thing? You got to compartmentalize and move forward. Now, everybody's going to do that at their own pace, but I'm telling you, I was in Dallas with Rich Bisaccia. People don't know his name. You're gonna. He's a special teams guru. He's been in this league for 20 years coaching now. I used to sit and listen to his meetings because I had just got to Dallas, and I thought, how could I get on the field? Dak Prescott's our guy. I'm here to get him ready to play. But maybe I can hold field goals. What if the punter goes down and I got to hold a field goal? I can get a letter, Terry, let's go. So I'd go sit in those special team meetings and listen. And this guy had our attention. He could communicate to those young players. He grabbed them by their heart, by their mind. He trusted them, and they trusted him. So he's got a tall task. If anybody's up for it, it's Rich Bisaccia.
You know, over the last week, almost since last Friday, everybody's made their comment about Jon Gruden and the letters. I don't think anybody can remotely defend that. Michael, you take a look at this football team. They've got to find a way to move forward, as these guys were saying. How do the players move forward?
Well, I don't know if this season, we talk about the new head coach, we talk about general manager, the owner speaking to the team. I don't think that's enough, Kurt. I don't think that there is some Hollywood ending to this story where all of a sudden this team is going to bond behind this distraction. I just think this is a so blindsided, it happened so quickly that this affects not just the players, this is an organizational thing. It affects everybody. It's going to take everybody a long time to get over this. There are going to be people who are going to mourn this. There are going to be some who are going to be excited who maybe they didn't like Jon Gruden. But regardless, it's going to take a lot to get over this. And this is just, unfortunately, a big stain on the legacy of Jon Gruden, everything he's done for the game of football or in the game of football.
You know, we talk about the Raiders being ready to turn it around. Bottom line, they were 22-31. More losses under Jon Gruden in his second tenure there. So this team's still a long way from being a good football team.